It's a little bit cold here in Florida today, and I wanted some comfort food for dinner, and I also was in the mood for Mexican food. So what's better to make than some green chili enchiladas? Even though we're going to be making our green chili enchilada sauce from scratch, it couldn't be much easier. We're going to need 1 cup, 8 ounces of chicken broth. That's about 2.5 deciliters. We're going to need 1 cup of sour cream. We're going to need 2 7-ounce cans of diced green chilies. And that's for a sauce. For the enchiladas, we're actually going to parboil some leaves of this green cabbage. And you're going to need some shredded chicken, about 3 cups worth. You can steam or boil some chicken of your choice and shred it. In my case, I'm making it easy for me. I just picked up a rotisserie chicken. And we're going to be tossing this with some cilantro, a little bit of green onions, some cumin, and cheese. Alright, let's get going on our enchiladas. Let's start with our enchilada sauce. First, add your 1 cup of chicken stock to a pot. When your chicken stock reaches boiling, you want to lower the temperature. You might even want to put the pan off the heat for a little bit, and then you want to go ahead and add your chilies. Depending on the kind of chili you have, I like to include the liquid. This particular brand doesn't have a lot of liquid in it, and it's nice and tasty. And then you want to add your 1 cup of sour cream. Make sure you use full fat here. You want to mix everything together really thoroughly, and you want it to have a slight simmer so it heats through well, but you don't want it to reach a full boil. After your sauce has simmered through and there's no more lumps of sour cream in there, if you're happy with the consistency, fine. If you want it to be a little bit thicker, you can add some xanthan gum or guar gum to thicken it. You definitely want to add some salted pepper to counteract the tanginess of the sour cream, and make sure you taste between salting and pepper if you want to add more so you don't over salt. And then when you're happy with your sauce, you can leave it to sit on the side. For our second step, we want to peel and remove the leaves on our green cabbage. And you want to make sure to stay as intact as possible. One good trick I have discovered is that if you peel it under hot running water, it's easier to get nice slices peeled off. Usually this recipe makes about 7 enchiladas. So I have 8 cabbage leaves here that I have peeled. If someone in your family is not keto, say for instance you have a kid who doesn't want to eat cabbage, you can definitely do a couple of them in a flour tortilla and just put them on the end of your casserole dish. That's not a problem at all. When you have peeled your cabbage leaves, you want to place them in a pot of boiling water where you have added a decent amount of salt, and then you want to go ahead and cook them for about a couple minutes or so. A trick if your cabbage leaves don't want to go under the water is to use a slightly smaller pot lid and just press them down gently, and that should do the trick. When your cabbage has cooked for about 2-3 minutes, you want to place it on some kitchen paper to drain while you make your chicken enchilada mixture. You can also use napa cabbage for this. It comes out really good too. For the enchiladas, add your shredded chicken to a mixing bowl. Then you want to go ahead and chop a handful of cilantro. Cilantro is my favorite herb, so I tend to do a fairly large handful of cilantro. Then go ahead and add your green onions, about 4 stalks depending on how large the green onion is. Adding cheese to enchilada mix is optional, but I do like that, so it's up to you if you want to add it and how much. Normally I would use a Mexican blend, but I didn't have any of that, so I'm using a triple cheddar blend instead. Then you want to add half a teaspoon of ground cumin and season it well with salt and pepper, and then mix it all together. When your enchilada mixture is well mixed and seasoned to your liking, you want to go ahead and place it in your tortillas, your cabbage tortillas. I also like to put about a tablespoon of the enchilada sauce in with my mixture and mix it in together a little bit. And then you want to roll it up and place it in a pan. So I have my 7 enchiladas all wrapped up, and now we're going to top it with the rest of our enchilada sauce. And on top of the sauce, I like to add a little extra cheese. Our enchilada is now ready to go in the oven at 175 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 30 minutes. You want to have a nice golden color to your cheese, and it depends a little bit on your oven how long that will take. Our enchilada just came out of the oven and now it's ready to eat. Hope you like it.